Hello, fellow Flosstubers. It's Patty here with Patty Stitches. Today is July the 22nd, 2024, and this is episode 276. On today's show, I have knitting, I have whips, and I have hauls. So sit back, relax, grab your beverage of choice. Iced tea for me today because it's going to be 85 here today. Your craft of choice, and let's chat. So, how was everybody's week? Mine was good. I got a lot of stitching accomplished. I got a knitted finished object when I went to knitting on Friday. Had a really good time. It was just two of us. In the summer, it seems like we're all really busy and in our different places. So there was only two of us for the last 2 weeks. Well, I'll take that back. On the last, not this last Friday, but the Friday before, there was 3 of us, but she left a little bit early. So yeah, it's been just pretty much 2-3 people. We're hoping that by August, a whole bunch of us will be back and raring to go again. So yeah. We had the littles on Sunday, had a really great day. It was very, very hot. And it was in the 80s. According to Alexa, it got up to 81 degrees. It was hot. So the littles played outside. They played in the shade. We have a small pile of gravel, and they decided to build 3 different cities and used rocks as cars and made roads in the dirt. They had such a great time in the shade playing with a pile of dirt. I mean, boys, right? The littlest little man is doing really great. I know I told you guys that he is home, and I've talked to my son, and he is growing and having just lots of loves, and his other grandparents are there visiting. So that's wonderful. I am so happy that he's getting to experience fatherhood. I have one more, and hopefully he'll be able to as well. Anything else exciting? Not really. Just been hanging out at the house, stitching, keeping the house clean, and that kind of boring stay-at-home waifu things that we all, not all, but what stay-at-home waifu kind of does. So shall we get on with the stitching already? I think so. I'm going to show you my knitting first because my iPad is at 13% and I don't want it to die on me. So I finished this. It is Puerto Montt, I think, but I have no idea, but that's what I'm going to say it is. It is by Martina Baim. Let's see if I can, yeah, you guys can see it. I knit this out of Volmai's sock yarn. And of course it's in German, so I have no idea what the colorway is, but it's not completely because I've not washed and blocked it yet, but it is fresh off the needles. Look at that. I love it so much. And the way she designed it is if you want to wear it in the back, it hangs just perfectly. There's no fussing. You can move around and it won't fall off because the ends are just right here. So I absolutely love this. I can see wearing this on a coat, over the coat. I think it'll be great, and that's probably what I will do with it. And if it gets too cold, then you can do this. Or you saw she wore it where the front was the big V, and then that just flips over at the back and it just stays right there. So I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I still need to weave in the ends after I wash and block it, but it's a good size and it will grow a little bit, but yeah, it's garter, so it'll probably grow a lot, but we'll see. When I should have washed it yesterday since it was so warm, but I didn't. So hopefully I'll wash it this week and I can show you the finished project if you'd like next week. Okie dokie. So since I am using this little table, I will show you Medusa Doll Maker's Nouveau Gamer, charted by Gecko Rouge. I am stitching this on 25 count easy grid. Move my glasses so I don't knock them on the floor. And as you know, I finished a page last week, or the week before, so I worked on here. I did go out of the diagonal so I could finish the heart last night. So I did. I got that little heart all finished. I didn't stitch as much on this last week as I did the previous week, so I'm super excited. Don't even think I'm down. No, I have to come all the way down to probably right about here for the edge of the page. So I am on this edge of the page, but the other page is down here. So hopefully I can get a good jump on that page 5 that I'm working on. So exciting. I'm loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Yeah, I love Medusa Doll Maker stuff. So, all right. I also worked on, this is Feast of Friendship by Blackbird Designs. I am stitching this one on Fiber on the Whim, 32 count Belfast in the eggshell colorway. And I worked on the building. So yeah, I'm put in the second color of, I'm working on the second color. I just have to fill in this little bit and this bit, and then I will be done with this color. Move that out of the way. And I do have to rip out this little area because I put the wrong color in, but I will fix that when I jump back on here. I'm enjoying working on the building. And I am not doing one stitch at a time. I'm just going across and across, so it gives it more of a mottled instead of very defined color changes. It's giving it kind of a weathered look. So I really like that. And I am so much enjoying this project. And I'm really glad I have extra of this fabric because I really like this fabric as well. Okay. Just heard a clunk out there. But it could have been my washing machine. My washing machine is going as we speak. All right. Then I worked on Barbara Anna Designs, the Rampant Cat Sampler. Sorry. I don't know why I can't speak today. And I am stitching this one on. I need to find the little piece of paper I have what I'm stitching it on. There it is. Oops. I am stitching this one on 32 count raw natural linen Belfast, so it's probably Zweigart. And I worked on this over here. So I put the key in, or finished the key, put the pumpkin in, and put this bunch of, not quite sure what those are supposed to be. They could be pumpkins. It's Halloween stuff, so it could be pumpkins. I'm not quite sure what it is, but that's what I worked on. And I'm really liking this project. It is so much fun. I like Barbara Anna anyway. I think she's a fantastic designer. Or the designer behind Barbara Anna, I should say. Okay. Then I worked on, okay, I'm just making sure I didn't lose one. This one is, this is Let Freedom Ring by Leela Studio. I'm stitching this on 36 count chocolate. I'm just going to say chocolate because I have no idea what she's trying to get at. And this was by Extra Designs. 36 count. And I am up in this corner over here. I'll bring that in. Okay. Oops. All right. And I did a lot. I did a lot. So I filled out, put the flower in, finished the vine, put some more flower detail in, and this is the end of the page, so that's why I stopped on this flower and didn't keep going, because I'm just trying to get page finishes done on this. So yeah, but I think it's looking really great. It's gonna be fun. It seems like that bird is 1/1. Is that bird 1/1? No. Okay, good. There's a bird 1/1, and I am not looking forward to that at all. Then I worked on Stone Street Stitchworks Fireworks on the 4th. And I am stitching this one on 32 count Vintage Stormy Night by Picture This. Oh, this is by Zweigart as well. Sorry. And I am so happy of how much I got completed on this one last week. I've only got some blue to do and a little bit of red, and then this is done. I have this week and then 3 days next week to finish this up, and I'm really hoping that this one does get finished. If I have a really good stitching day, probably Tuesday, because I've already got something on my stand out in the living room that I'm working on today. But I'm really hoping a really good stitch day and I can get this done or almost done and then finish it off the week after. So yay, that would be great. Absolutely great. And the last thing I worked on last week was the Autumn Bee by Blue Flower. The Blue Flower. I am stitching this on, am I stitching this on 32 count? Yes, I'm stitching this on 32 count French Country Linen by Witchelt. And I did the flowers. I got the flowers filled in. I started the acorn down here. And I'm still working on the flower because I put some extra buds in. So I took it off its Q-snap. And I am a little concerned that I started it a little bit high. But yeah, I'm just going to make it into a pillow probably if I do anything. And I'm not putting the border on it, which was just a line, one single cross stitch line around, and I'm not going to put the border in. But that's where I'm at on Autumn Bee. Oh, I love working on this because I'm using the called for floss, which is all dinky dyes. Yes, they're all dinky dyes, so it's yummy, yummy, yummy. So that's what I stitched on last week. I had a really great stitching week. And I kept up with things I was supposed to do around here, so that's even better. Okay, let's go into talking about purchases. I know that I told you last week that I purchased some floss tags from Amazon. Sorry, the word just escaped me. From Amazon. Is that? No. So I got them in and they were very flimsy. Very, very, very flimsy. I could see pulling one strand off and just tearing the whole thing apart. So they're Ben Create. I'll show you. They are very thin. I got 100 of them for $9.99. So what I did is I had some Elmer's glue, and it was a glue stick. There we go. I was thinking of the word there. It was Elmer's glue stick, and I went ahead and I just glued them together. So now They are not flimsy, as you can see. Not flimsy at all. I went ahead and kitted up that project, the Jane Hopkins. So let me show you. I went ahead and took it all off the skeins and I put them on here. So here's Jane Hopkins silks. So the Soie de Gers, I listened to the word several times. I think it was Soie de Gers. And I put them on here, and as you see, I'm pulling really hard and it's not tearing it apart at all. So if you're looking for an inexpensive bobbin or floss drop and you don't mind gluing them together, then these would work for you. I didn't mind gluing them together. It wasn't that big of a deal. I just sat with a pile of them on my lap and I spent a little while gluing them together, and using the glue stick dried really quickly. And so I still have these left and a whole box. So I didn't, like I said, I didn't want to use the plastic heart, atom heart to get up this project, because I don't know when I'm ever going to go back to using the Soie de Gers floss. So I decided I didn't want to waste the atom heart on these. So that's why I'm glad I bought these. And I might do this with another project that I have that I'm thinking of starting. Not right now, because I'm pulling back a little bit on the starts, except for the ones I've told you about, and some starts in October. So plans. I know I said I was going to start Jane Hopkins, but I have decided to start Jane Hopkins on my mother's birthday. She loved roses and lilacs, but since this is an old-fashioned rose, I've decided to go ahead and start this on her birthday. So that's in August that I will be starting that. I will, of course, be working on the gamer and working on the 2 4th of July projects, Let Freedom Ring and fireworks on the 4th. I would, like I said, love to get fireworks on the 4th done. I would absolutely love that. The project I'm working on now, I'm hoping to finish today because it's Atlantis. That's what I'm working on today. And I have decided, again, not to do the 3rd page because I am on the last motif. And as much as I like the project, I think it's great, and I really, really like that octopus that's on page 3, I'm done. I'm done messing with it. I'm done fiddling with it. The fabric is so close that I'm just done trying to get it on the frame and not have problems with it. So that will be done today, and it will be done in the next couple hours because I'm also not even adding the little fish that are by the motif. I'm just doing the majority of that little motif, and then I am done. So then I may grab fireworks at the 4th and just power through and see if I can get that finished. So yeah. What else? So those are what I'm planning on doing. I'm also thinking about going through my whips again and taking the mirrors out of here, because obviously mirrors are just not calling to me anymore, and having them out in the room, I would rather have them put away and bring out the ones that I want to work on and put over here in my little basket. Here, hold on, I'll just turn you a little bit. So that's where my mirrors, my 12 mirrors, live. And let me fix that, sorry. And so I don't want my 12 mirrors living in this box anymore. I want to, like I said, I want to work on the ones I want to work on. And I'm going to pack these mirrors away, and eventually I'll get to them. I'm sorry if you followed me because of the mirrors. I like Mira very much. In fact, I have a mermaid I really want to start, but I have so many, and I think I've overdone it to myself, and I'm just really not wanting to work on a mirror. I mean, I don't have much left of lady mirabilia that, I mean, it would take me maybe, I don't know, a couple of sessions to finish the cross stitching and then a couple more sessions to finish the beading, and she would be done because I cut off the major part. I mean, I cut off the bottom. So I don't have that much more to go, but every time I look at it, I just put it back. I just put it right back where it belongs because I don't want to stitch on it. So that's telling me I am done with mirrors for a while. So I brought up a box. I'm going to pack them in the box, and yeah, just out of sight, out of mind for a while, I think. Anything else I need to talk to you guys about? I'm working on the sweater knitting. Once I get it to a point where it's going around and around and around, I'll show you guys again, but I'm still on the increases, but almost done with the increases. So that's exciting. But other than that, I really don't have anything else to talk to you guys about. So I hope that you are all staying safe, healthy, and happy. And whatever you craft, I hope you craft it to your heart's content. And I will see you next week. Bye, guys.